U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says U.S. forces have attacked a vessel linked to Colombia's leftist rebel group, the ELN. It comes at a time of an escalating war of words between the presidents of the two countries. In a social media post, Donald Trump called Colombian President Gustavo Petro an illegal drug leader and claimed he's strongly encouraging the massive production of drugs in big and small fields all over Colombia. The accusation follows a deadly U.S. military strike in Colombian waters last month, which Petro says killed a fisherman with no links to drug trafficking. The U.S. military has been carrying out attacks on ships in the Caribbean Sea, which the U.S. alleges are carrying drugs. I'm now joined by DW's Sebastian Felipe Abondano Bernal in Bogota. Good to have you with us, Sebastian. Now, the U.S. says it struck this vessel linked to Colombia's leftist group, the ELN. What more do we know about the incident and why the U.S. would target this group?
Well, what we know so far is that it was a submarine handmade in Colombia. This is a ship that cost around $1.2 million to make in the country, but it's a disposable vessel. Is made to carry 4 tons of cocaine into the United States shores and then to be left behind. It's hard to know if this ship or submarine was from the ELN group because there are several organizations working in the same business, the drug dealing business. We also know that 2 of the crew members are alive now. One of them is Colombian, is called Osvaldo Perez, and he is 34 years old. This is the 6th attack the United States has done in the Caribbean coasts, and it has killed around 27 people so far.
Now, President Trump says he's slashing aid to Colombia and that he'll also impose sanctions. How is this likely going to affect Colombia?
Well, it's going to be a very huge blow for the country. The United States is the biggest market of Colombia, where the country is exporting coffee beans, coal and bananas, and they have a long relationship working not only in the economical subjects, but also in the military ones. These cuts of fundings are now adding to the ones that happened on January, when the United States cut the USAID funding and also some funding for the military operations. At that point was cutting the operation of 27 helicopters. But we have to know if also tariffs are going to be affected. If this happens, the country is going to struggle. The economy of Colombia is by far designed to be cooperating with the United States.
Right. And how are Colombians reacting to all of this news and this tension?
Well, they are divided as well. Gustavo Petro is not one of the most popular presidents of the country, but he is popular enough. And some defend his actions, saying that this is intervention that can be really against the interest of Colombia, while others decide that this is not going to be good for the country. You have to take into account that Colombia has been collaborating with the United States for a long time, and this is kind of the lowest point of the relationship so far. They are also talking about the possibility of electing a new government in the next year that is going to be more addressed with the interests of the United States. But also you have to take into account that the United States are now thinking about expanding operations into Venezuela. And this will affect greatly the country, not only in the economical subject, but also because it's going to raise the migration of Venezuelans into Colombia.
Okay. DW's Sebastian Felipe Abondano Bernal in Bogota. Thank you for that update.